I don't know if they have these in Thailand. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. The Vane, V-A-N-E, the building.
Bài phát, bài phát, bài phát,
ใครบอกใบพัด
ไปพัก
bài phát,
ช่างมันนะ
căng thẳng là phát.
Do they have these in Thailand? I don't know. But usually you'll see,
ทานอ่ะ
what they are called are weather vanes.
จับเนี่ยอากาศนะของกับความทานเนี่ย
The weather vane.
Căng thẳng.
Whichever way the wind is blowing, the wind blowing, the wind will turn the vane. So that you can, the farmer, let's say, or the person in the field can tell which way today the wind is blowing. A weather vane, V-A-N-E, a weather vane, a weather vane. Oh, and vane. You know that woman down the street? She is so vain. I can't believe it. Every time she hears this song about the beautiful girl walking along the road, she thinks it's about her. She's so vain, she thinks even the song is about her. Vain. What is vain in this vein? She's so vain. She just thinks she's the most beautiful. Just so. She's so vain. To be totally taken by your own appearance, or think that you are so beautiful or so handsome more than anybody else. She is so vain. You'll hear that? Vain and vain. This is the vein you'll deal most of the time with, the one in your own. That's the most important vein, let's put it that way. What is a stain? Stain.
Down in the dust. Dust.
Dust?
Dust.
No, not so much dust. But if you have a shirt, let's say.
My church happens there.
Have a shirt and you are drinking something, let's say a glass of red wine, and a stain, a mark of someone, the clothing. It could be a stain on the floor, on the carpet. I could spill it on the floor, I stained the carpet. Or I could accidentally spill it on my shirt. Oh, I stained my shirt. A stain. It's a mark of some sort on clothing, on cloth, or whatever. A stain, a bad mark in the sense of like, oh, you don't want to spill things on your shirt. Coffee or, sorry, I stained your shirt, I spilled the coffee. Ooh, sorry, apologize. Say, I'm sorry, I stained your shirt. I spilled the coffee on it. Ooh. A stain. Tame. Tame. To what? Believe. Not actually believe. To tame is to bring under control. Normally it refers to animals. A wild animal, let's say. A wild horse, just like we were talking about. A horse that's out in the wild, you have to tame the horse, to control the horse. You have to tame the dog so the dog doesn't bite everybody in the neighborhood. You have to control the dog and train the dog not to attack people. Have to train the dog. Because some of the dogs you might find are wild. And you have to tame the dog. Quiet them down, take it easy, don't attack people, don't make noise, don't bark at night. All those things have to be taught to the dog so that he is tame. Oh, don't worry, he won't bite. He's very tame. What?
Can with the people, I can the children
Tame.
teach English.
Well, as an expression, yeah, you could.
Can
You could, but most 99% of the time, you tame wild animals. You take a horse, train the horse, train.
cannot tell the people.
Well, you can train people, sure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, train. It's tame, you don't so much use tame with people. You train people, you tame the dog.
Tell more the dog.
Tame, yeah. To train would be to instruct in a certain thing. You can train a dog. Once you tame the dog down, in other words, the dog isn't attacking everybody. He's not biting people every 2 seconds. He's tame. He's very quiet. He's controlled. He's tame. Now we're going to train the dog to do different things. To sit, to pay attention to different commands. Come here. Oh, the dog comes over. Sit. Oh, sit. You know, that type of stuff. When you train the dog, or you can train a horse to jump over fences. You've seen the things where the horse will come along and jump over the fence. He has to be trained. He doesn't do that just because he's a horse. So you train or instruct somebody or an animal in a certain activity. Soldiers, when they join the army, are trained to be soldiers. How to be a soldier? We go to training camp. When you join the army, the first place you go would be to training camp, to learn how to be a soldier. When you're, let's say, 19 years old, just out of college or school, you don't know how to be a soldier. So you have to join, if you join the army, you have to go to training, to be trained in what to do in a certain position in the army. We will train you to be a soldier. We will train you to be an assistant manager at the bank. You will be instructed as to what to do to be an assistant manager. You will be trained in all aspects of the job. You will be trained. Don't worry. You don't know anything right now, but in 3 months, you will be trained and you'll be ready to be an assistant manager after the training. The dog is a wild dog. I found him in the forest. I'm going to tame him and then train him. Tame. Take the wildness out of the dog. Make him a quiet, nice bark, 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 bark. Instead of attacking people, he just bark, 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 bark. Train. Stain. A mark. A not good mark. In the sense of you spilled something and stained the floor. Oh my gosh, you spilled it on the floor. What are we going to do? Vein. The blood runs through the veins. The weather vane turns in the wind. And she is so vain. Thinks that she is the best of everything in the world. Number one. Vain. Any questions about those words? Understand exactly everything. Okay. Very good. Oh, of course, and then there's the railroad train. The railroad train. The cars that go down the track, let's say from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. I think I'll take the train. The train. But then there's another train.
ตัวที่สองเขาฝูงสัตว์แบบป่า
The train. The bride's dress. The train. The bride. A lot of times, I don't know if they have them in dresses like this at weddings in Thailand, but the train would be the cloth behind the dress. The train. But this is the train, the one that you get on to go to Chiang Mai, the train, or to be trained in a certain thing to do. I'm taking training. I'm taking the train to Chiang Mai. Why are you going to take the train to Chiang Mai? Oh, I'm attending the training school in Chiang Mai. You're taking the train to attend the training school? Yes. Oh, the train, and then I will be trained to be a specialist in a certain field. Whatever. I'm taking training after I take the train. So that's why the words are tricky sometimes. Training camp. I took the train to training camp. Oh, okay. I had to get there, so I took the train. Okay, we have a Wayne.
Rain
Wayne.
Rain
Plane.
Plane
Plane.
Plane
Plane.
Plane
Plane.
Plane
Flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
He didn't say frame, he said flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
Not frame, not frame, not frame. Flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
What is a flame? A flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
Flame.
Frame
Whoa. You gotta fight the R and the L. We spoke about a frame of the picture. Frame. But this is flame. And what is a flame?
Fire
Yeah. You've seen fire, right? Fire. Oh, the building is burning. It's on fire. And, you know, you would have the flames rising up from the fire. The flames from the fire. Flames, flaming up. Flame. The flames. The building is burning. How do you know it's burning? I can see the flames right from here. The flames of the fire. Flames. What is a plane? Has anyone here ever been on a plane? Yeah, airplane. Airplane is a plane. I'm taking the plane to Hong Kong. That doesn't mean I'm walking. It doesn't mean I'm sailing. It means I'm flying to Hong Kong in an airplane.
Teacher, sound airplane and aeroplane.
Airplane.
Aeroplane.
Airplane.
Airplane, not aeroplane.
Well, you could say it that way, aeroplane. People would understand.
Somebody say aeroplane.
Airplane,
Oh,
airplane,
airplane.
airplane.
Thank you.
Yeah, airplane. Yeah, just leave it with A-I-R, plane. You'll be understood. Yeah, to take a plane to Hong Kong would be to fly to Hong Kong. What is this plane? To be plain is to be ordinary,
It's great.
not quite